get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Come on, come on.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion left goes a tight end.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Play action. Now Richardson. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Okay, great.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
They go play action with Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
19 Lions. Ready.
Back to the air with Richardson. This is caught. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot out to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I'll pick up for 44 yards on the play. 1st down, Giants.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact. And
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
to kick off for New York.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting to run it.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Richardson will throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Ball at the 26, second and 7. Throwing Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Eluding the pressure right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Ready.
Off play action. Richardson out to his left. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Matt Gay on now for the Colts field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Richardson. They'll roll him out right. Got his open man. It's Mallory. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Richardson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
18 Cardinal.
It's a loss of 8.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Rig alert. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, and he'll be brought down by the Colts. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Mustang 19, Warriors 70.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Robinson on the stop.
Cowboy 80.
A loss of 4 yards. Brings up
18,
4th
pioneer.
and goal.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Colts have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
18 Rebels, 18 Rebels.
Richardson to the air on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Colts on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On fourth down, Minshew. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Minshew. That's caught at the 3. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Well, dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And how about that return? Inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go, North Sally. Go, North Sally.
They'll go to Barkley again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Play action. Now Richardson. He's got him in. Complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
It'll be Minshew again. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Here we go, here we go. '79 Broncos. Ready?
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.